For decades, the internet was built on a single assumption, that the visitor on the other side of a website was a human being. In 2026, that assumption became mathematically false. According to data from Cloudflare, automated requests now account for 57% of global web traffic. For the first time, human visitors represent the minority. This breaks the logic of the old creator economy. For years, the web functioned as a trade. Search engines delivered human eyeballs to publishers, who then monetized that attention and dopamine through advertising. That exchange only works if the visitor is a person. But with machines now in the majority, the link between traffic and revenue has been severed. The shift was driven by the rise of autonomous AI agents. Instead of sending a person to a website, an AI assistant may visit dozens of sites simultaneously to verify facts or compare products. It synthesizes the information into a single answer, providing the user what they need without ever generating a human click for the source. This creates a bot bombing effect for publishers. They're forced to pay for the server power and bandwidth required to host these agents, even though the bots provide no economic value back to the site owner. Traditional defenses like CAPTCHAs and IP-based rate limiting have proven ineffective. Modern AI-driven agents can now solve these challenges with near-perfect success rates. Even more difficult to stop are Layer 7 attacks. These bots don't just flood a site with traffic. They mimic normal user behavior to trigger expensive database queries and authentication routines. They exhaust a server's memory and processor time while remaining almost indistinguishable from a human visitor. For website owners, the result is a financial drain. Their infrastructure is effectively being hijacked to serve machines that are designed to bypass their revenue models. Historically, publishers had only two choices when dealing with bots: allow them free access to their content or block them entirely. Blocking is increasingly difficult. AI crawlers operate through globally distributed proxy networks, making them nearly impossible to filter out without also blocking legitimate human users. This is forcing a shift in how websites operate. To survive, publishers are beginning to treat legitimate AI agents not as security threats, but as a new category of customer. Through pay-per-crawl, the system authenticates the AI crawler and charges a microtransaction for data access. This evolves into a pay-per-use model, compensating publishers when their content contributes to an AI-generated answer, reclaiming lost value. For the open web to remain viable, defensive cybersecurity is being converted into a direct revenue stream. These fees aren't static. Emerging tools like the LM tree agent are moving the web toward dynamic, adaptive pricing for machine access. By analyzing the value of the content being requested, these systems can automatically adjust the price. In experimental runs, identifying and upcharging for high-value intellectual property increased publisher revenue by up to 65%. This shift means that bot management is no longer just an IT security task. It has become a core business strategy. Cybersecurity tools now use continuous behavioral analysis and cryptographic scoring to verify good bots. They have to separate the authenticated AI agents willing to pay from the malicious bots trying to crash the system. In this environment, accurately sorting traffic determines whether a website operates as a profitable business or just an unpaid data source for AI companies. We have seen this progression before. The gig economy was the first stage, focused on monetizing human physical labor through apps and on-demand services. Then came the creator economy, which focused on monetizing human attention. The goal was to keep people on a page for as long as possible. But as machine traffic overtakes human traffic, we are moving into the agentic economy. This model ignores human labor and attention. It is designed solely to monetize machine consumption. Independent creators are already beginning to adapt. Instead of writing for people, they are starting to produce digital intellectual property optimized for discovery and licensing by autonomous agents. The target audience for digital content has shifted. The most valuable visitor to a website today is often a verified algorithm. This machine-to-machine economy will require its own standards, new forms of metadata designed for discovery, negotiation, and commerce between bots. However, this transition isn't free. AI companies that built models on scraped data now face billions in operational expenses as publishers demand payment. These costs will eventually reach the end user. As the price of data increases, the expense of running an AI assistant rises with it. Expect to see more aggressive paywalls, throttled speeds for free users, and increased data harvesting as AI companies look for new ways to cover their licensing fees. The human-centric web is being replaced by an environment where machines talk primarily to other machines. We are no longer the main participants in the network. We are simply the passengers.